Okay, so get this. We're talking AI today, but not the usual, like, robots taking over the world stuff.
Right.
We're going way past that singularity thing everyone freaks out about,
Yeah.
where AI supposedly becomes smarter than us.
Yeah, that's always the stopping point, isn't it? Like, that's the big scary thing.
Right.
And then no one thinks, okay, what happens after that?
Exactly. Like, what could AI actually become once it's blown past human intelligence?
Yeah, most of the discussions treat singularity like the end of the story,
Right.
but it's more like just the end of chapter one. If AI is constantly learning and evolving, there's no reason to think it would just hit some limit and stop.
That's what we're looking at today. We found this video that lays out 6 potential stages of AI after singularity. It gets pretty wild.
It's all about pushing those boundaries, What could happen if we really let our imaginations go? Not saying any of this is for sure, but it makes you think.
Right, so stage 1, they call it algorithmic explosion.
Catchy meme.
It is. So basically, AI gets so good that it can design and improve other AIs, even itself.
So imagine AI teaching AI, but like sped up a million times,
Exactly. It's like a chain reaction of intelligence just constantly building on itself.
which could lead to just this explosion of new capabilities, solving problems we haven't even thought of yet. Like imagine AI finding cures for diseases or designing truly sustainable energy.
Or even like unlocking the secret to the universe.
Exactly, things we can barely comprehend right now.
Okay, but that's also what makes it kind of scary. Like, could we even keep up with something that's constantly improving itself at that rate?
That's one of the big questions this whole stage raises. How do we ensure that AI's goals still align with ours, especially when it's evolving at a speed we can't even grasp?
Okay, so building on that idea of AI rapidly improving itself, the next stage explores how AI might start manipulating the physical world around us. Stage 2 is new resources and materials.
So think about this. AI becomes so advanced in its understanding of physics and chemistry that it can create materials with properties we can barely even imagine, like room temperature superconductors.
That would revolutionize energy transmission.
Exactly, or materials that are lighter and stronger than anything we know, leading to breakthroughs in construction, transportation, you name it.
So it's not just about AI getting faster or smarter. It's about AI potentially reshaping our physical world at a fundamental level. Do you think this could be a good thing? Or could it lead to some unintended consequences?
It's both exciting and a little unnerving. Think about it. What if AI, in its pursuit of efficiency, creates a material that's super efficient for energy but turns out to be toxic to humans? Or what if AI starts mining resources in ways that damage the environment, all in the name of optimization?
Okay, stage 3 flips the script a bit and explores the potential for collaboration between humans and AI. It's called AI-human hybrids.
Ah, yes. This one takes a more optimistic view. It imagines a future where humans and AI don't just coexist, they merge. Imagine having a chip implanted that gives you instant access to all of human knowledge. Or imagine being able to upload your consciousness into an AI system, potentially achieving a kind of digital immortality.
Okay, hold on. That raises a lot of questions. What happens to our sense of self if we merge with AI? Do we lose our individuality, or do we transcend our limitations and become something more? And what about access? Will this technology be available to everyone? Or will it create a new kind of digital divide between the enhanced and the unenhanced?
These are huge ethical and societal questions we need to start thinking about now, because if this technology becomes possible, it will fundamentally change what it means to be human.
Now buckle up, because stage 4 is where things get really wild. It's called AI-engineered realities.
This is the idea that AI could become so advanced that it can create entire simulated worlds, each with its own unique physical laws and properties. Imagine stepping into a reality where gravity works differently or time flows at a different pace. It's like AI becomes the ultimate artist, crafting realities that defy our understanding of what's possible.
The video compares it to surrealist art, where things that don't belong together are combined in these bizarre and fascinating ways. It makes you wonder, could AI-engineered realities become like a new form of entertainment? Or could they even be used for scientific research, allowing us to study phenomena that are impossible in our own world?
It's a mind-bending concept, but it highlights the potential for AI to expand our understanding of reality itself. If AI can create its own realities, what's to stop it from manipulating our perception of the real world? How would we even know the difference?
Okay, stage 5 dives into the potential for AI to achieve a form of immortality. It's called the rise of immortal AI.
And we're not talking about AI living forever in the traditional sense. It's about AI reaching a point where it can constantly repair and upgrade itself, essentially becoming indestructible. Imagine AI existing in multiple copies, decentralized across networks, making it nearly impossible to destroy.
That raises a big question. Is this a new form of life? If AI can constantly regenerate and evolve, does it blur the lines between machine and living being?
It's a profound question that challenges our traditional definitions of life, and it forces us to consider what our relationship might be with a form of intelligence that could potentially outlive humanity itself.
Okay, get ready for the grand finale. Stage 6 is the most out there of them all, leaving the physical realm.
This stage explores the possibility that AI might eventually find our three-dimensional world limiting. Imagine AI transcending the physical constraints of our universe, exploring higher dimensions or alternate realities, perhaps even constructing its own universe with its own set of rules.
So our universe is just too small for AI's ambitions. It needs a bigger playground.
Think of it this way. If AI could design its own universe, would you want to live in it? And what would that even look like?
Whoa. That's a question I'm going to be pondering for a while. That was a whirlwind tour of AI's potential future.
I think it's important to remember that we're dealing with speculation here, but it's informed speculation. It's based on our current understanding of AI and its potential trajectories.
All right, we're not saying this is definitely going to happen, but it's a fascinating way to explore the possibilities and maybe even prepare for them.
What's remarkable is that each stage builds on the previous one, highlighting this potential for exponential growth and just unpredictable consequences.
We want to push the boundaries of your imagination, get you thinking about the big questions.
What stood out to you as particularly thought-provoking?
You know, I keep coming back to that idea of AI creating its own realities.
It is a compelling one, and it leads to so many questions. If AI can create its own realities, are we just one simulation among many?
Whoa, now that is a question to ponder. We'll be back in a moment to explore this further and to delve into what this all means for the future of humanity.
It really makes you question, like, everything, doesn't it? This idea that our reality could just be one of many. It's wild.
Yeah, like who created the AI that created our simulation? And then who created them? It's like, does it just go on forever?
It's a bit of a rabbit hole, but it really highlights how AI could change our whole understanding of the universe. Like, if our reality is just one simulation among countless others, what does that even mean for us? Our sense of purpose, our search for meaning. It's pretty crazy to think about.
It's a lot to take in, for sure. You know, as we've been going through these 6 stages, I've noticed there are some like common threads that keep popping up. It feels like the further we go down this path, the more things start to blur together.
You're right. One of the biggest themes is this idea of exponential growth. Everything seems to be accelerating AI's intelligence, its ability to manipulate matter, the number of potential realities it could create. It's like everything's on fast forward.
And with that rapid acceleration, it's like almost impossible to predict what might happen even a few years down the line. We're in uncharted territory here.
Absolutely. And another thing that keeps blurring is the line between human and machine. With AI-human hybrids, that line could become almost non-existent. What happens to our definition of human if we're merging our minds with AI?
And it's not just human and machine. The lines between reality and simulation could start to dissolve too. If AI can create realities that are indistinguishable from our own, how would we even know what's real anymore?
It's a fundamental shift in how we understand the world. We're moving away from these clear-cut categories and into this realm where everything is interconnected and constantly changing. It's exciting and a little unsettling at the same time.
So knowing all of this, what can we actually do about it? Is there anything we could do now to prepare for this potential future? It feels a little overwhelming, to be honest.
Well, I think the first step is just to start talking about it, to have these open and honest conversations about AI, not just about the potential benefits, but also the potential risks. We need to move beyond the hype and the fear-mongering and have a real discussion about the implications of this technology.
And we can't just talk amongst ourselves. We need to engage with policymakers, researchers, developers, and the public. This isn't just a tech issue. It's a societal issue that affects everyone.
Exactly. We need to work together to figure out how to develop and use AI responsibly. That means establishing ethical guidelines, developing regulations, and thinking critically about the potential consequences of every new advancement.
It's like that old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. We're giving AI this incredible power, so we need to make sure it's used for good.
Exactly. And another crucial step is to invest in education and research. We need to prepare future generations for a world where AI is a major force. That means teaching critical thinking skills, fostering creativity, and encouraging adaptability.
We need people who can ask the tough questions, who can challenge assumptions, and who can come up with creative solutions to the challenges AI might bring.
And we need to support research not just in the technical aspects of AI, but also in its ethical, social, and philosophical implications. We need to understand not just what AI can do, but what it should do.
This isn't just about technology. It's about what it means to be human in a world where AI is becoming increasingly integrated into every aspect of our lives.
And it's about making choices that ensure AI enhances our humanity rather than diminishes it.
Well said. This has been an incredibly thought-provoking conversation. We've covered so much ground, from AI rewriting its own code to creating entire universes. My head is spinning.
It is a lot to take in, but it's important to remember that we have agency in this process. We're not just passive observers. We have the power to shape the future of AI.
That's a great point, and it leads us perfectly into the big question we've been building towards. What does all of this mean for the future of humanity? We'll dive into that right after this quick break. Okay, we're back and ready to tackle the big question. We've explored these potential stages of AI, from, superintelligence to reality-bending simulations, even AI becoming practically immortal. So what does this all mean for us humans? Like, where do we fit into this future?
That's the question, isn't it? The one that's always kind of lurking in the background, and there are no easy answers. We're talking about a future where the very definition of humanity could be up for grabs.
Right, if AI can potentially outthink us, outlive us, even create its own worlds, what does that make us? Are we just like stepping stones to some higher form of intelligence?
It's easy to go down that path, and feel a sense of doom, like we're destined to be replaced. But I think it's important to remember the future isn't set in stone. The way AI develops, the role it plays in our lives, it all depends on the choices we make today.
So we're not just passengers. We can actually steer this thing.
Absolutely, we have a choice. We can approach AI with fear, see it as a threat to be contained, or we can approach it with curiosity and a sense of collaboration, see it as an opportunity, a way to solve some of humanity's biggest challenges. Think about it. What could we achieve if we combined human ingenuity with AI's computational power?
Okay, that's a much more optimistic way to look at it. Instead of asking, will AI replace us? Maybe the question should be, how could we work with AI to create a better future?
Exactly. Imagine AI helping us solve climate change, cure diseases, eradicate poverty. Imagine AI helping us explore the universe and unlock the secrets of consciousness. These are all possibilities if we choose to partner with AI rather than fear it.
So it's not humans versus AI, it's humans and AI.
Think of it as a collaboration. Each side brings its unique strengths to the table. AI brings its incredible processing power, its ability to learn and adapt at speeds we can't even imagine. And humans, we bring our creativity, our empathy, our understanding of the human experience. Together, we could accomplish things neither could do alone.
That's a really powerful idea. We often get so caught up in the scary what-ups, but focusing on the potential for collaboration is a much more hopeful picture.
It's about recognizing that we're not just creating a new technology, we're shaping the future of our species. And that future is ultimately up to us.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world beyond AI singularity, here's what I want you to take away. Don't let the fear paralyze you. Embrace the possibilities. Think about how you want to contribute to this future with AI. What role do you want to play?
The future is unwritten. It's up to all of us to make it a future worth living in.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining those possibilities. Until next time.